Hey, welcome. Welcome. Today's topics: drug dealers, pimps, streetwalkers. Exactly what you're doing with your life. I'm saying, you're making all that money. You need to start saving. For real. You need to have your retirement plan, and I can help you with that. So, um, I'm cooking. I'm making shrimp scampi. So, if you hear any stuff going on and any beeps and stuff, that's just my steamer and on my air fryer. Yeah, I wanted to talk to the underlife, the underworld. There's a lot of people who dabble in the sales of drugs, and you take all that money, and what do you do with it? You risk your life. You risk your safety. You risk your freedom every day, and then you make it, and you go squander it. You don't save any of it for the most part, and then it's a repetitive cycle. You just make it and spend it. Just like the strippers, you make it and you spend it. And the pimps, you make it, you spend it. What about your future? Do you think that you as a dealer, do you think you can last on the block for so long? Or do you have a grandeur that you're gonna make it, you're gonna hit it big or whatever? But in the meantime, you live in dollar to dollar. It's good to plan. It's good to plan. So I have a financial plan for you. I can help you plan. And I'm not talking about the program that I have. I'm talking about something else. Because it doesn't necessarily have to be with the program I have. The program I have, it is you make a definite 5%, because it's up to 5 now. When I started, it was 3.5. Three and something, but it was 3.5, close to it, and now it's up to 5%, definitely. And I just see the story over and over again. I was just telling a rapper this morning. He's on live, and I mean he did a live, and he's showing him buying this chain, and he's been in the business a long time, so I know he got other chains. I know he has other chains. So I'm saying, why didn't you invest that money? Why didn't you? Why? I mean, I think I sent him. I think I sent him a flyer or something in regards to saving financial. I know you don't know me, of course, but any information you need from me, I would give it to you or whatever. And you don't have to invest a lot of money in me. You the least you can invest is $250, and you can invest, and you would see your money coming back. Because believe me, these people around here, they hear that and they're trying to come up with scams. So I know there's scammers out there. They trying to find out how to do it, what to do it, so they can scam people, and they don't have no program, none whatsoever, none. They call me this, they call me that, but yet still they can't wake up a day without wanting to know what I'm doing, or trying to connect to my lights or something like that. This morning I had problems getting my garbage thrown out. He heard me calling him the garbage man, and he just left. He walked around the garbage can, because usually I would hear them when they're coming, but today they creep by. And usually when they creep by, they don't want to stay, because they know that in the morning time I come out and put my garbage, because I go to bed early. So I don't have time to put it on the wait till 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock to put my garbage out. I'm in bed already. And plus I'm injured. So, and I don't like being around here with dogs, because they have animals all over the place, and they want to catch me out there so the animals can attack me. Plain and simple. Because certain animals come out at night or whatever, or sometimes it's dark in the area, and they want me to come out there, and they know that I'm going to be slow, and they want an animal to attack me because they put the animals out there to attack me. So I don't try to leave my house too late because I'm in bed. I'm a early in bed. Not necessarily sleeping, but I go to bed early. So anyway, this morning I didn't hear it until he came across. I'm imagining, but I didn't hear him. I was in the kitchen. I didn't hear him. And then after the kitchen, I went in the bathroom. Then I was brushing my teeth, and I'm like, hold up, that sound like. So when I looked, when I listened, I realized it was him. So I got my garbage, went to the door, and he was doing, the people thing. And I said, hello, hello, hello. He heard me. He put his hood on, looked down, and kept walking. And I'm like, okay, no problem. It should have been outside because that's the excuse he's going to tell his supervisor. So it should have been outside. But all of them know that I come out in the morning and I put my garbage out, or I ask them to come get it. He goes in on top of his pavement. He gets special treatment. His stuff is not on the thing. He gets special treatment. So, who the hell is he? But they know that I come out in the morning, and they know that I ask them to, because sometimes I put it right there and they act like they don't see it. I put it where they can see it, where they told me to put it, and then they act like they don't see it. Because, yeah, they're all friends with him. They all in a little mob. I don't care. You do your job. You don't do your job, I'm just going to complain. So this morning he left my garbage. Because before, what happened, they was going through my garbage. Every time that's why yesterday I put up that sign to get a shredder. Yeah, every time I put up my garbage, all of them. Oh, can you throw her garbage over? They all made their little plan because they all in a clique together. All my neighbors is in a clique together against me. So they all take turns going through my garbage. So I learned not to put nothing important in my garbage or shred up my garbage. You want to see my garbage so bad. What is in my garbage so bad that you want to see it? So for you out there, get shredders. From now on, if you think that you're being watched, the first thing you need to look for is the fire the fire thing. Yep. If you see two of them, or if it's constantly beeping, that thing up there. Yeah. If you see it, or you see two, like in one instance, I forget his name. He had two of them in the house, the same spot. So I'm saying one of them is a camera. Somebody been in the man's house. They don't want you to make no kind of money. And it's a Spanish group. So anyway, I'm not talking about them. So for the pimps and the drug dealers, what do you do for savings? How do you save your money? Under the mattress or whatever. That doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't. In the old days, you just let your girlfriend do whatever, or your mom, or whatever the case may be. But there's so much opportunities out there for you to have your own account. There's all these little banks. There's all these online banks. You can put your money in the account to save for a rainy day, or to save to get you out of, the streets. You don't necessarily have to be in it all your life. You're just doing it to get your foot up. Or if you are doing it, you want to invest because you want to get a house, you want to get a car, you want to do things with your money. So you have to know how to get around your money. You understand? How to save your money. Save your money. Don't be keeping a whole lump cash in your house. You understand? Don't be doing that. Don't be trusting on some new girl you met or new guy. Plan for your future. Plan for your future. Nobody has to know. No one has to know. You make up an an online account, and if you have iPhone or whatever, you keep a little like $1,000 on the thing. I don't the Apple Pay, and you keep a little on your Apple Pay so you can buy your little things, and little by little, and then you find a secure account. You put most of your money in. Do it by underneath $10,000 a day, and to stay off the radar, and save your money, and don't tell anybody. Don't brag to your friends. Don't brag to your mama. Don't brag to your girl, because all of them is gonna want a loan. All of them gonna want a loan. But if you in the business because you want to do things in your life, and even if you like the business and you want to do things with your life, set yourself up accordingly. You have to have good credit in order to get a house. Well, I know other ways, but I'm gonna go through the regular way. And because the cops learned one way from me, and they went buck wild. They started threatening people to sign over their shit. They forever calling me. I'm like, I would never give you nothing. Them and their family. They wanna. Oh God, I hate coming up with these topics. Anyway, yeah. So if you're leery about anything, there's a lot of online accounts. Don't tell nobody. When you get your money, you can go into. There's one thing you can go into Walmart. You can go into the check cashing place to put in some of these other places and put money into your account. It's not necessarily you have to go to a bank and put the money in. Because when you start telling people, other people start setting you up, and other people start listening to whatever. You understand? And if the cops know that you have money somewhere, they would try to make up a lie on you to get your money. That's what they're doing to one of these guys recently. He's not a dealer or anything like that, but yeah, they're trying to make up lies so they can get his account. When they can get his money wherever that money is, if he has money. You understand? And that's what they're doing to a lot of you guys. And it's the Spanish cops, the Indian cops. You understand? The Latino cops. That's what they're doing. They want to set up their family on your dime. You understand? They want to come and steal your grandmother's house. And they always calling me for refinance. I heard so much bad stories about when you refinance, that you thinking you're refinancing and you signing over your house to somebody, because the bank worker and the realtor worker cahoots in together, and because you don't know what you're signing. You may think you do. You're reading it. It looks like you're getting do this and you're getting that. No, they switched papers on him or took his signature. Yeah, because they're trying to do it to me, to get people's homes. Yeah, a lot of people get hoodwinked by these realtors and these so-called realtors who want to take a home course and swindle you out your house and swindle you out your money. You understand? So don't be stupid. Don't these days. Don't refinance. Just put some more on your mortgage. That's it. That's my refinance. I'm like, lady, stop calling me. Where you get my number from? I'm not refinancing, because I'm thinking I'm signing refinance, and the next thing you know is you own the house. That's what they're doing. These criminal people. That's what they're doing. So you people who's risking your life and your safety and your freedom to make some money, please get a better setup game than that. Get a better setup game. If you're a stripper, save your money. Yeah, you putting it in a bank, but as soon as you put it in a bank, you spending it. I can show you ways of how to save. I can show you ways of how to invest. I can show you ways of how to make your money work for you. You understand? And all you have to do is send me a message, tell me that you're interested, and we can sit down and talk. You understand? And I see it just time and time again. People, like one guy, he been trying to talk to me for the longest. I don't want to talk to him, but he been on the block doing what all these years, over 20 something years. He been doing what he doing, and he can't even afford the apartment that he live in. So what he do? He gets some girl pregnant because he got like 9 kids by now. So he gets some girl pregnant. He lives with her for a while because he has nowhere to stay. He can't afford his apartment. Because he had an apartment, he got kicked out. So every couple of years, he gets some young lady pregnant. He tried to live with them for a while. And then I guess she wants kids, and then he gets her pregnant, or vice versa. Just to stay that 9 months. And then he's still doing what he do. Not meaning, dealing. I'm talking about still messing around with other women. He gets busted, and she kick him out by the time she gives birth. And then the new girl becomes the main girl, and he's been living that life for like 20 years. I'm like, and you want to talk to me? You want me to come into that mess? No. I'm not doing that to myself. Mm-mm. So you drug dealers, pimps, you strippers, you girl of the evenings, save your money. Invest your money. Now, I'm not talking about stock market either. I'm not talking about stock market. Do something that you can make a profit from. I know some of you are young, so you're like, I want to live my life. It's only one life to live. Yeah, but when you hit 30 and you don't got no money, or you go and check the check and you gotta strip and you gotta hit that corner. There's one thing that if you want to do these things, strip, hit the corner, whatever, is one thing. But when you have to do it because you didn't plan well, that's crazy to me. That's crazy, because if I was in your business, I'd be saving half of what I got. Because let me tell you something. There's a lot of things wrong with me and my mom's relationship. But one thing my mom taught me is about finance. She told me, if a man gives you $100, say 50. If you ever live with a man, make sure you can afford that apartment by yourself, or house by yourself. And when he gives you, I said that. When he gives you 100, say 50. When you get a house or apartment together, make sure you can afford. Yeah, and the other thing is, do not let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Meaning that have your little savings account on the side. You don't have to relinquish everything to your boyfriend or your husband. You have your little separate account. I call that the fuck you money. You understand? Because if you put it in a joint account, he may want to play slick, leave you, and then the next thing you know, he's spending your joint account money on his next bitch because he emptied out your account. So you set yourself a budget. You make $100. You say, okay, 25 is for bills, 25 is for rent. Always pay your rent. I should have said rent, then bills. Always pay your rent and your mortgage first, ladies and gentlemen. Always. Because you need somewhere to stay. You need somewhere to rest your head. You need somewhere to sleep. Always make sure your home is secure. Because you don't want to be living on nobody's couch. Because ain't nobody going to put up with you staying on their couch too long. Eating up their food and giving them, $100 a week, thinking that's it. Because, yeah, it may be a lot. But to them, they think they getting got. This motherfucker sleep. Because I got that. I had to stay by my cousin for a couple of months. And I was sleeping on the floor. Why I was sleeping on the floor? Because she would not let her grandbaby go downstairs. Meanwhile, I'm paying you $400 to sleep on your floor. So I asked her, I said, well, can you let your grandbaby sleep downstairs so I can sleep head to foot on the bed? Because all the other rooms were filled, her son, her kids, or whatever. She said no, yet still she's telling me that I'm a lucky bitch for her to stay in, for me to stay in her house, and I'm paying her $400. Then she tell me I'm not paying her enough. So then her son's two friends, her son's friend and her daughter's friend needed a place to stay. She charged them nothing. And then she used to cook like every other day in the house. When I started staying there, she stopped cooking. She would only cook like on a Sunday, and she would give me one plate of food. Meanwhile, I heard she used to go downstairs and cook by her daughter, but don't give me no food. You know, those are the kind of shit I learned about my family. Yeah, she would cook almost every day, I heard, but she would cook it downstairs. But she would come upstairs making me believe that she didn't cook. And when she did cook on Sunday, she would give me one plate of food. So, you know, on Sundays, you hungry by the time you eat, so you want something. So I had to order food. Meanwhile, I'm paying you $400 to sleep on your floor and no food. And meanwhile, you got two strangers to me. I mean, yeah, they good friends, but I'm your family, and I do things for you too. It's not like, I'm not saying they bad friends, but they are good friends or whatever the case may be. But I'm a good cousin too. I did things for you and with you and whenever you ask. So, you know, but I got the worst fucking treatment, and I'm paying you. So I told my son I'm leaving. So then she come up to me and started fucking arguing, telling me, excuse my language, telling me, oh, why you ain't tell me you was leaving? What, I gotta tell you every fucking step that I make? You show me no fucking respect. You show me you don't like me in your house, but you always grabbing my money. You give you treated me so bad, and when I'm leaving, I'm supposed to ask your permission. So when I was leaving, I said, I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm leaving in a couple of days. I forgot how long of an advance notice I gave her. I said I'm leaving, and I found a room, and that was it. And she got pissed over that. She got pissed over that, and I'm like, I just want to leave. I told my son I want to leave. I said, do your best, find me somewhere to stay. Yeah, because I don't like holding my mouth, and when you're in people's house begging a favor, you gotta hold your mouth. And even though I was paying her, it was still begging a favor, because nobody else wanted to get involved, or nobody had the room to keep me. You understand? To put up, to put me up. Nobody had extra space, and she had supposedly the extra space. And when I got there, I had to sleep on the floor, not even on a mattress. I had to put a cover on the floor, and I had to get some clothes as a pillow. And then my son bought me a blow up mattress, but the blow up mattress kept deflating, so I was still on the floor, and I just got tired of it. And every time my son called me, I'll be breaking down crying. I'm like, I want to leave. I don't like how she's talking to me. I don't like how she's treating me. I'm not getting this for free. I said, it's bad enough I'm going through one situation. I got to deal with her bullshit. I said, get me the fuck out of here. So he started looking. I started looking. And then this one lady, and she still owed me $250. Not my cousin, the person I'm about to talk to. So we found a room, because my son's friend gave me a recommendation to the person, and she rented me a room. And I started staying there on the friend's recommendation. So, when somebody recommends, I don't know about you, but, she recommended me, so I wanted to be the best person. And, she gave me the rules and regulations or whatever. Every time I get up, the son or somebody, grown man, this is a fucking grown man, would shit in the toilet and don't flush. He would shit in the toilet every fucking day and don't fucking flush. So I gotta go in the bathroom and flush his fucking toilet. And he lived with his girlfriend. So somebody was shitting and kept living. They had no little kids in the house. All grown fucking people. So I started looking for a house. I started asking the realtor, when is this thing going to be ready? When is my house going to be ready? Because I was paying this lady, her kitchen was always a fucking mess. Her bell at first was working, then it wasn't working. And then her grown ass son or her grown ass fucking children wouldn't clean and wouldn't flush the toilet. So I don't know if he was doing it on purpose. Because he knew that I had to use the bathroom because he knew I was an early riser, but they was nasty up there. They was just fucking gusting. And I wanted to leave. And when I left, she owed me $250. She still owes it to me. And Monica, I still want my $250. I still want it. You would not rest until I get my money. So, yeah, it's been 10 years, but I want my money. I'm not going to, with interest. I'm not giving nobody my money that they try to trick me out of. She owed me my deposit back. And she tried to trick me out of it. So all the stuff that you have to do, you don't want to end up being like that. You don't want to be under the thumb of somebody else, even of what you do. I'm sure you guys make great money. You got to think better than that. You got to you don't have to buy the world of clothes. You understand? You can mix and match. You can do whatever. All that street stuff. When you get old, all that street stuff is dead. About your dirty sneakers and you can't wear your whites and your white shirt 2 times, and that's for the ballers who got millions. And if I was their financial strategist, I'd be like, why aren't you wearing your t-shirt twice? Why aren't you wearing your white sneakers twice? Why are you doing that? Are you selling your sneakers on eBay? Because I don't fucking understand why you got 1,000,001 white uptowns. I don't fucking understand. Why? If you're not gonna wear them again, sell them on eBay. Make some money back. But for you to profile, to let your friends think you got it like that, you don't want no scuffs on your shoes, or you don't want a stain on your shirt, and you a baller like that, all that street stuff is good, yeah. But when you get home and all them bills start piling up, it's another story. Because you didn't plan. You want to ball out. How about if you have to get a few comfortable pieces. A few comfortable pieces that you wear from time to time. I'm talking about jewelry. From time to time. But every other day you want to go up in the jewelry store and spend all that money. The only person you're making rich is the jeweler. Your money is going down the drain. But I can show you, ladies and gentlemen, I can show you even in the line of business, and I'm not pushing, because if you go on my site and you would see on my page, you would see that I do financial planning and financial investment. And the plan that I'm doing is not in the stock markets, it's not cryptocurrency or anything. It's dealing with different ventures. It's dealing with properties. It's dealing with other things. And so far, it's been great for me. It's been great for me. So, it's very secure. You understand? And the percentage is great because I had my money in a certain place, and the interest rate just kept going down and down and down, and I just got tired of that. They making money on your money, and your money sitting there making nothing and doing nothing. The kind of interest they giving you, you can't buy nothing with that. So I had to look for other avenues and other ventures, and I found it. But even if you don't join into that plan because you want to be skeptical or whatever, I told somebody this morning, you just bought a house. He paid probably about a half a mil on a chain. I said you could have invested that half a mil, and it's not like these people. They stalk me all the time. They stalk me. They know my name. They know my son name. They know where I live. They know everything about me. All of a sudden, all of them acting like they don't know me when I talk investments. It's their loss. I don't really care anymore. It's their loss. Because when certain people start making money, he's going to tell them, well, she was telling you, whenever she talks is from me. She was telling you, about the great investment, and y'all was acting like y'all don't know her, and y'all were acting like you scared of the police. Like, what do? Whatever money you make, whatever money you make legally, you spend that. I mean, whatever money you make legally, you invest that. You can invest that with me, and whatever money you don't make illegally, you spend whatever you need to spend for the day or shop. That's like, you understand? I remember one of the housewives was going and buying furniture in cash, because the legal money was accounted for. It wasn't an investment. You understand? And that's what you do. Or if you have a 9 to 5 and you do the drug thing part time, or you do the pimp thing part time, you do the girl walker part time, or the stripper part time, whatever, and you have a legal job. The legal job is the money that you invest. So say for instance, you want to invest with me. So the legal money you take, give it to me. The $250. I would invest the $250. And the money you make in cash, you need some milk. Take the cash, buy some milk. So you're utilizing the money that you're making. Because you're so scared to put it in the bank because you're being hated by certain groups and the cops. You understand? Because they want to find all that so-called illegal money. Meanwhile, they doing more illegal shit than you. Because they family, Spanish family, all in it. You understand? He's securing his family shit. So if you're scared, thinking that you can't have a bank account, you can have a bank account. You can have a bank account. Slowly but surely, you put your money. You just have to know, don't put so much. Don't let it pile up. Every time you make money, do like the banks do at the end of the day. Or the beauticians or whatever. At the end of the day, you put money in the bank. So if you made 5 G's that day, you put 4 G's in the bank. Because they don't report anything under 5,000. Or under 9,000, excuse me. Trent. Okay. Please leave a message. I can't talk right now. Yeah, don't call me. Text me, please. Because I get all kinds of numbers. And when I pick it up, sometimes it's a spam or whatever. So don't call me. Text me. Whatever number you see, text me. And say, listen, I heard your program. I would like to talk to you about such and such. And then we can speak. Then I'll call you. You understand? But, or then I'll type, call me. And then we can speak. I like a visual because so you can know that you're talking to me. Because there's a lot of perpetrators out there. You understand? Always do a visual when it comes to money. Always do a Zoom call. Always do Facebook Live, something. Do Facebook something so you can see the person talking and whatever. You understand? So if you girls want a financial planner, you want to talk to me about how to save your money and whatever, Instagram me, send me a call on Instagram. I'll pick it up. Send me a call on WhatsApp because I'm on WhatsApp and the numbers that's listed on my thing. I'm in WhatsApp. If you're on Facebook, I'm in Facebook. If you want to do it over Facebook, call me so we can talk. All right. So those are some of the things that you nightlife people can do. You can set up. You don't have to go to a major bank like Chase Manhattan or Bank of. You don't have to. There's so much banks on the internet. So much banks on the internet, and you know, there's so much well-known companies that have apps that allow you to have bank accounts. You know, I don't deal with Apple, but if I needed to start off, I probably would have started off with it. If you have an Apple phone, get Apple Pay. You put a couple of dollars in there, and they tell you that you have to go certain places to put the money in or whatever, and start off like that. But don't when you get your money, stick it away in a bank and you get no real good percentage and you're doing nothing, and then you keep digging in it, digging it, digging it. You don't have no financial planning. You just doing nothing. You want to get a house and your credit is not good. I can help you do all that. I can help you get your credit up. I can do all that. I can do all that for you. I can help you. I do it for a lot of other people. I'll do it for you. If nobody is showing you how to, if nobody's showing you how to save your money, if nobody's telling you what to do with your money, if nobody's telling you there's a better life ahead for you, and that your grind is going to be worth it, and nobody's telling you that, I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with being in the game that you are. You understand? It's a revolution out there. You can do what you want with your body. You can do what you want with your time. But be smart and be safe in it. Be smart. Be smart. Save your money. You can save your money and invest. All those people that you see and you idolize, you can be that person if you put enough grind into it. If you put much grind into it, you understand? So you don't have to be a dealer all the time. You don't have to be a pimp all the time. You don't have to be a girl walker all the time. You don't have to be a stripper all the time. If that's what you want to do, of course, you can do it. But don't make it and then spend it and then 2 days later or 10 years later, you don't have a house. You don't have nowhere to stay. You're sleeping on somebody's couch. You're getting evicted. You got to go to work. You got to go to work. No. Plan for your future. Plan for your future. You make 1,000, I'll show you how to invest the 500. Because you always got to keep some flexible cash. And I'll tell you where to put the 500 in order for it to make the best results. So therefore, when you do need it, you get it on the same day. Regular style. You gotta think of a future. You gotta think as a future that you have a future. I'm telling you, in any business, not just the nightlife business, in any business, you got to think smart, young ladies, young men, cats and kittens or whatever, older men and older women. You got to think. You got to think. I see the same drug dealers on the block for 20 years and can't afford an apartment, can't afford a car, can't afford nothing, running from baby mama, doing this, can't do, talking. You in the game that long, your life's supposed to be semi-set. You can even afford to get insurance. Get some insurance. Drug dealers insurance. You don't have to tell them what you do. But the money that you're making, insure yourself. Because it's going to be days that you're sick. You need insurance when to go in the hospital. You need insurance, like You can't strip that day. You need insurance. I know the industry don't have that, but that money that you're making, you can buy your own independent. You can buy your own independent insurance and insure yourself. So when you do get sick, or you do break an ankle with them high heels you be on the pole with, you're secured. You can go to any doctor that you want. They take care of you because you have insurance, because you pay your premium. Set your life up so when you get older, you won't be a burden, or you won't be homeless or penniless. Set your life up. You can party all you want. You can show off all you want. But you have to prep your life for your future, because you're going to get old. And your kids is not going to take care of you the way you want them to take care of you. You think your kids is going to be around because you dedicated your whole life to your children. No, when your children hit a certain age, they're not paying you no mind. You got to beg and argue for your kids' attention. You got to argue for your kid to just, come do anything for you, come see you, because they have their own lives. No matter how great a parent that you were or is, you're on your own. So prepare your life. Prepare your life. Don't spend it all up. Don't shower it with the girls or whatever. Save your money. So when you are ready to get out the pimp game, and you are ready to get out the street life, you will have your savings. You will have your house, because I can show you how to get a house. You understand? I can show you all that. So just because you walk in the street life, that don't mean you're not supposed to have a good future. Or you need millions and millions. No. You just need planning. And I can help you. I can help you do that. Because I see time and time again, a lot of people, in the street life, they act like it's always going to be there. No. It's not always going to be there. You have to plan for your future, young lady and young men. Because it's a cold world out there. And ain't nobody feeling sorry for you. So if one day you can't go out there and get some customers on the street, ain't nobody going to give you $10 to go get a sandwich. Ain't nobody going to put you up on their couch for 2 months. Nobody going to do that because you're getting kicked out of your room. Ain't nobody going to feel that, because everybody, listen, I got my own problems. I got time to listen to nobody. That's what they're going to eventually tell you. Or even if your best friend said, girl, please, your home, my home is your home, and you did whatever, after a while you're going to get on her nerves. You're going to get on her nerves, I'm telling you. Because she's going to look at you like you're loafing on her. And she thinks that you're making all this money doing the street life, and you're coming in here only giving her $100. All that animosity is going to start building up, and then you and your friend is going to stop talking and arguing and bickering, because she's thinking or he's thinking you're in their house for free. So you got to prepare. You got to prepare. You're getting older, or you're going to get old. You 20-something-year-olds, y'all think y'all just never gonna get old, and y'all just the most powerful one. I swear, y'all got strengths for whatever. But when you start hitting a certain age and you want to settle down, or even still being in the game, you want to settle down, and but you're living with your mama. You still living with your mama. You got your kids. Your life is unorganized, and all right, you got 3 kids. That don't mean your life is over. You can start planning from there. Every dollar you make now stripping, half go to here and half go to other place. You can always start as long as you start. I used to have my 5-year plan on my refrigerator when I was younger. My stepfather used to be like, oh, and he would read all my 5-year plans. You understand? You have to have a plan for your life. Not nobody else's life, not your kid's life, for your life. I'm telling you, when your kids hit a certain age, they don't want to be bothered with you. I don't care what kind of good parent you think you are. Kids have a way of showing you wasn't as great as you thought you was. They have a way. You can be the best parent, and they have a way of showing you that. And then you're going to go through the thing about, oh, I don't deserve this. Oh, I thought I was doing. Yeah, you dedicate your life to your kids now, but they friends take over after a while. And where that leaves you? Where would it leave you? And it depends on how you plan for your life. He's in the same situation, or she's in the same situation, trying to grind and make $1, and the cycle just keep going around. So now your kid is how you was when you was younger. You understand? Struggling and doing day to day and door to door, and that's it. Living life on the edge so much that nobody's planning. Everybody's feeling sorry for themselves. Oh, I can't get out. I got 3 kids. I ain't got no money. I'm on welfare. I'm a strip. Anybody can get out. Anybody can get out. It's hard, but anybody can get out. You gotta want to get out. You gotta want out. So if you stay in, I heard somebody say that they had to leave the project because if they would have stayed in the project, they would have stayed there forever. I forgot who said that. I think she was an actress or something. She said, the rent was good and everything, but I had to leave. She said if I stayed there, I would have been in that kind of environment the rest of my life because the rent was so good. So she had to force herself to leave that area, and she ended up turning out okay. You understand? So you have to know what you want and how you want to get it, and then you got to utilize it for your success. Male or female, drug dealer, pimp, streetwalker, stripper, all of you. Because when you go home, wherever you call home at night, you alone is in your thoughts with yourself. And you alone know your problems. And if you want to stay in that kind of environment and atmosphere all your life, it's up to you. But there's a better world out here for you. I grew up in the gutter of Brownsville. Brownsville, New York, Brooklyn, New York. And then I moved over to Flatbush. I could have been one of those girls that got pregnant and had a lot of children and, fell into the cracks of society. But when I got pregnant with my son, I stopped. And I thought to myself, and I wanted more kids. I wanted 3 children when I was young. You understand? Because I wanted all my children to grow up together. And I could have fell in the cracks, but I stopped, went back to school, did what I had to do, continued my life. You understand? And that's how you have to do. You have to make you have to consciously make an effort not to keep sinking and sinking and sinking. You have to make a conscious decision of certain lifestyle that you don't want. And if you're a single mother or if you're a single woman and you think you can't get out, you hook up with another friend and you get an apartment out the area, out the neighborhood. Because a lot of people didn't understand why I sent my son away for school out of the area. Because I wanted him to know there's something outside of Brooklyn. Because when you don't see it and you stay in your environment, you tend to start soaking up the bullshit that you hear in your neighborhoods about other ethnicities and how other ethnicities is holding you back in life. And it's you. You're holding yourself back. And then you start believing it. And you understand? And that's one of the reasons why, I know they do a lot of good work and everything. And it's not for everybody. That's why I didn't go to an all-black college. Because when I was young, I was so militant. I was so into this blackness of me that I was afraid I would go into one of these schools and never come out mentally. Never come out. Because all you're around is your people and they talk the same rhetoric. The white man this, and the white man that, and the white man this, and you're being held back. And they don't, they are not open to suggestion in some of the black colleges. So I didn't want to go. I told my counselor I don't want to go to an all black school. I said I wanted to go to a diverse school. And shout out to all black schools and whatever, and a lot of great people came out of it, but it just wasn't for me. And it's good for people who don't know their culture to go into those schools and they learn about their culture and stuff like that. But I was very militant. I was so pro-black when I was younger. I was just afraid because I wanted to be a lawyer. So I didn't want to. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to have this concept of I blame everything on the white man and don't look within myself and don't see other things that other cultures are doing. So when I got into my school, there was a lot of different cultures and made friends. And then you realize that, yeah, they're different color skin or whatever backgrounds, but we all have the same problems. We all have the same hopes and dreams. We want to succeed. We want to make money for our family. We want to have a great life. You understand? And if you want to come out that environment, education is the key. College is not for everybody. My son didn't go to college. But I told my son, you're not staying in here doing nothing. Pick a trade school. Pick a trade. Pick a trade. I told him, I said, college is not for everybody, but pick a trade. What do you like to do? Because he liked working with his hands and stuff like that. I said, what do you like to do? So I gave him time to think, because I'm looking for the schools and whatever. Because you can't leave that up to the children to do. So I had to do it. So I started looking into trades. He didn't want to tell me. I picked a trade for him. He went to trade school. But guess what? I paid for his trade school in cash because I planned. When I was working, I saved for the 529 plan. That's a plan for if you have children, you want to send your children to school. Back then it was only like college. Now it's any kind of school. You understand? Because I had to, ask them to look the thing, and they said, yeah, he can go to trade school. But you can save 529, set up a 529 plan, tax free for your children. Yes, you can be a stripper and a pimp and all that. You can save for your kids. 529 plan. That's for your kids' future schooling, and it's tax free. So you can set up a 529 plan, and you could do other things. IRA Roth. You can get a certificate. You can do other things. Things like that. You can even buy property. You can even become an investor in property and don't buy the property. You can just become an investor. No, not thing I'm doing. I'm talking about something else. Another program that I can show you what you can do in order to, see a life for yourself outside of what you're doing. So you don't have to come out of it, but you better plan. Because I don't know if there's a lot of 50-year-old strippers out there. What are you gonna do when you turn 50 and 60? What are you gonna do? Tell me. I don't know. I know there's 50-year-old pimps out there, but I don't know about strippers and walkers. A lot of people doing it on the internet now. They're in their house and in a little room, whatever. I mean, what's your plan, young ladies, young men, or older ladies, older men? What's your plan for your life outside of the game? After you spend all your earnings, what are you gonna do? You want to know? Send me a text. Tell me you want to talk to me, and I'll let you know. For now, my name is Sugar. I want to thank everybody. I'm getting ready to cook my shrimp scampi. I want to thank everybody for showing up, joining my talk, and I do wish everybody a good day. It's Friday, so I'm going to watch me a movie. I'm going to have my little wine or whatever, and that's it. I didn't start drinking till in my 40s. And that's it. So just in case anybody want to call me a lush or anything, no. It's Friday. Ain't nobody around, so I'm getting ready to cook, drink some wine, watch a movie, and that's gonna be what I do today. But if you guys are serious about changing your lifestyle or at least planning for your future, send me a text. Don't call me. 347-654-1781. Send me a text. Tell me you want to do some financial planning. Then you and I will talk. And I'll set up a plan for you. And I'll tell you what you need to do and what have you. I live right here in Brooklyn. You see my face, just in case anybody want to pretend to be me. And I want good for you people. I want good for everybody. Except a few people. I want, because I've been around the game and people in the game a long time, even though I didn't partake. As a young girl, I used to walk underneath the bridges and stuff, and they would protect me. Because I had to walk from my father's store to one of my family's house or the post office or something. So I would walk around the pimps and the prostitutes and the drug dealers. And I wouldn't be scared because I was always an adventurous, brave little girl. Even at 8, my father would be like, okay, I need you to go to the post office for me. I'm like, all right, Daddy. And I would go. At first he was like, okay, stay on the main street. And then I guess he set up a little thing and he heard that I was walking off the main street. And, I guess he knew people and said, keep an eye on my daughter. Because sometimes I'll be walking in amongst the, the pimps and the hoes and stuff like that. I'm sorry, the ladies and the dealers and the users. And somebody would approach me and one of the guys said, oh, ain't nothing for you here. Leave her alone. Keep walking, keep walking. Yeah, that's what they used to tell me. Okay, young lady, keep walking. Ain't nothing over here for you. Keep walking. And I'm like, what? Ain't nothing here for you. Go home. Your father said for you to go straight home. I said, my father? How you know my father? I didn't know. I didn't know he knew my dad or my family. Or he told me, yeah, your father said go straight home. Or go straight to your aunt's house or something. They used to tell me. And they used to tell other guys, yo, don't approach her. Don't go near her. Keep moving. Ain't nothing over here for you, little girl. Keep it moving. Yup. Because I was nosy. I was like, I want to know. Why are all these ladies standing under the bridge? What they doing? One time I was going to, I'm going to tell you a little story. I was going to the laundromat with my cousin in Brownsville because we was lit. I was like 10, 11, going to the laundromat. And, I was looking in each car, walking up the thing. And in the thing, all I saw is some feet and somebody on top. I saw arm and feet. I'm like, oh. So my cousin said, what are you looking at? I said, come here. It was 2 people having sex in the car, a prostitute and, and he's like, come on, leave them alone. And that was the first time I seen the prostitute and doing her business or whatever. But anyway, give me a call. Text me. Let me know if you want to utilize my program so you can save, ladies and gentlemen. Save for the future. Have a good day. Thanks for coming. Let me wave. Have a good night. You can watch my repeat. I know you just came late. Have a good, watch my repeat, Nick. My cousin. All right, bye. It's not my cousin. Oh, here she goes.